Hello friends, this is Ots, except no it's not, quite the opposite in fact. Now this is gonna be a very unscripted video. I wanted to do a Dead by Daylight tier list of something. DVD killers ranked based on how much grip they have, if people still use that word, I'm not sure. Their outfits, how much they have, what quality they are, how iconic they are. The Trapper, and I actually have the game open. So the Trapper has varying amount of cosmetics. Some of these are pretty cool. Personally I use this one. It was from the Rift Pass. It was like the fancy Rift Pass. I'm pretty sure, I don't know if I can see it in this store if I toggle this. I'm pretty sure there was a mask. Yeah, this one for Frank Stone. There's also a Delirious one. I forgot he played Dead by Daylight. I forgot the Vana's crew even did play Dead by Daylight back in the day. Give birth! Yeah, in terms of outfits, he also has Naughty Bear, very iconic. You don't see Trapper much in your Survivor games. I don't think I've seen any of these skins being used. Even in 2v8 where Trapper was more used because he was buffed there. It was basically Five Nights at Freddy's before Springtrap. I think Trapper is in an okay spot. I'm gonna put him here for now. I'll probably change this up later. Now, the Wraith sadly doesn't have any legendary or ascended or whatever they're called now cosmetics, but in my opinion he has some pretty neat ones, like this on fire one, or this like fancy one, or even this unavailable one, which I think it was... oh, this is Halloween. Why did I think this was for Valentine's Day? This one personally, if I had it, I would probably run it, just because I like capes on the Wraith, and I like the sword type weapons he has. Like these swords, I think they're pretty cool. This one I looked at a few days ago, and for this price, it's a rare skin. It's pretty neat. It turns him into like a rogue of sorts. This one is from this year's anniversary, which honestly looks really cool. This, which I thought was a globe at first, but it's actually a skull. Actually, I'm thinking about it now. I'm thinking of putting both of them in Fox Finest instead. Okay, the Hillbilly, honestly, Hillbilly skins are kinda meh, in my opinion. There was this Twisted Hero, which is an Ascended skin, but it's kind of lame. Like, I get it's supposed to be Batman or whatever the hell this is. I think this was from Dead by Daylight Mobile. Rest in peace. My personal favorite for Hillbilly is honestly this one. I think this is Hillbilly's best skin. Changed my mind.
I am the milkman. My milk is delicious.
I like how some of the skins just make him more Hillbilly. Like they turned the Hillbilly into the Hillbilly. Hillbilly, I think for now goes in here. I don't play Nurse much. Purely because it's very easy to win the game with her. I think this skin from Nurse is probably her best, without a doubt. I've seen people use this one from like the newest Deep Rift. Weird scarf things are kind of cool looking, but this is just, I think it's way cooler with the skeleton and everything. Honestly, if I saw this in game, I would instantly just disconnect. I would be terrified of this thing. Why does she get more buff in her Blighted form? Like her shoulders get so much more bolder if you compare it with some other skins. Not a terrible selection of skins, but personally, I think if you're gonna be playing Nurse, you kind of have to choose this one. Actually, I might put her above Wraith just a little bit. I should mention that I am gonna make a separate rule for licensed killers, because most of them can't get skins due to restrictions, so some of them will get extra score just because it's not really fair comparing them to original characters. Myers is very disappointing. He has one outfit, this one, where he's in the robe, and he has only 3 weapons you can unlock with money, which these two are pretty funny. The pipe and the screwdriver. I think there could have been something more with Myers, honestly. If I recall correctly, in some of the movies his mask gets kind of ruined, and I'm pretty sure he looks like a hobo in one of them. Currently, very disappointing, Mr. Myers. Alright, the Hag has some pretty decent ones. This one especially I've seen a few times, which is her Halloween outfit, which she looks like a sea creature thingy. What's this one restricted? Oh, it's a Christmas one. What? This is so cool. This kind of reminds me of the Hag from Baldur's Gate. She has this skin, which got its reskin, and I think it was this Rift Pass. Not too sure. Hag has some pretty interesting ones, but most of them she looks naked. Also, some of them are kind of disappointing. Like, listen, look at this one and look at this one. This is a very rare. How is this a very rare? The Blighted one is kind of cool. And I like the tribal ones. I would honestly put Hag in here. Some of her skins are pretty cool, but some of them are kind of meh. Doctor. Now, personally, this is my favorite skin for Doctor, which is from one of the Rift Passes. There's obviously the Luxie here for Doctor, which is kind of dope, but I just have no idea what Crypt TV is about. Like, I've seen it before, I just don't know anything about it. I have never seen this one used, but I think it's kind of cool. Most of the Doctors you see are new players just using the Doctor because it's like their first unlocked killer. So most of them just like run Doctor with Frosty Eyes. Yeah. And I wish they did something more with this, maybe like a more classical Plague Doctor look. I think that'd be pretty cool. But most of his skins are Mad Scientist-y. Wait, isn't this a... Wow. Really? Ooh! Wait, I've never seen this one. I like post-apocalyptic looks, and this is pretty dope, honestly. We'll put him like right here. He has some pretty cool skins. I'm gonna say this outright. I hate playing as Bubba. Bubba has two cosmetics from the ECM movies. This one and this one. And personally I like this one more. I think Bubba could have had a bit more skins from the movies. Like there was the one time he dressed up completely as a woman. That could have been a skin, I guess. Okay, Huntress, real talk. She has some pretty cool skins. And I think Were-Elk plus Baba Yaga plus even the Onryō, even this Boule Brothers skin which came out recently, it's relatively dope if you ask me, especially if you're into the series, which I know nothing about. There was also this one which was free. This skin was free, which also reveals her face a bit if you're not wearing the this body cosmetic. You can see her face under it, which is kind of cool. Also the one from the cinematic, whatever it's called, Blighted. I think I like it personally just because she's like turning into a rabbit almost with all the fur. There's also the Gunner skin, obviously. It doesn't say it here, but the custom lullaby and the custom lullaby of Baba Yaga just make these two skins super dope. I think Huntress could be our first entity approved right here, just because of how insane these two skins are, honestly. Now, you might have seen this spot here. This is the Freddy tier, and he goes in there. Freddy still does not have any cosmetics other than his prestige, which is kinda sad. If we had original Freddy and not the remake Freddy, I think there could have been some pretty cool cosmetics. Specifically thinking of this version in the French code. It was from Wes Craven's New Nightmare. This is actually a behavior forum post. Lol. Dude. I don't play Pig normally, I don't like her. I dislike RNG and killers. She does have her Masquerade anniversary skin. I think this is honestly her best one. And this one is also specifically cool because of the drill, because you can drill your enemies. A lot of people say this is her best one. I have to disagree though. The reverse bear trap on her head as a crown, I think looks a bit awkward and stupid. I get what it's going for. It's supposed to be like a Amanda rebirthed as Jigsaw. I just don't think it works that well. I don't know. I don't like it. There's also this Blighted skin that came out kind of recently, and it gave us feet. Most Blighted skins aren't that great, including this one. The pig I'd honestly put into here, just because she has some cool skins. She also has some meh ones. I don't know. The clown has a few pretty decent ones, but not amazing. I think this is probably his best one because of the huge knife. The huge knife is very cool, and he's happy with it too, as you can see. For the character called the Clown, he obviously has a lot of clown outfits. This one I don't see being used that much in clown players. I think it's pretty cool. It's like a gladiator look. Also the furry skin with the milk. This one's not too bad also. Elephant one also very stupid if you ask me. I actually never realized he has a little cutout here. His Blight one is actually one of the better Blighted skins. I kinda like how it looks. It's really creepy. His belly is about to burst. He's almost like a boomer from Left 4 Dead. I think this is his best one. I mean, come on. It's so amazing. Look, he's saying hi. Clown is gonna go right above Billy here, I think. I think it's rather fair. Now, the Spirit. Spirit has some pretty cool ones. There's of course the Gunner skin we have to talk about. This one I haven't seen that much, and I think it's pretty cool because of the mask and the white hair. This one I've never seen being used, but it's not bad if you ask me. I kind of like it. This one is a Deep Rift variation of this skin, and I have to say, this is one of the Deep Rift variations where it actually looks better than the classic one because of the bluish. And I don't play Spirit much, but I personally really like this one. Well, like the snake stuff growing out of her. Is gonna go right above Clown, I think. Actually, I'm gonna put her. I'm starting to rethink putting Hack so high. I might move Billy like down here, maybe. The Legion now. Hear me out. I think Legion are very, very tripped out just because it's 4 of them, so it's basically 4 times the variation of skins. Are all of these Robbie the Rabbit, or are these like Robbie, Billy, I don't know, Jiminy, Harry? I like the knife a lot. I've seen the knife being used a lot. Honestly, I really like some of Joey's skins. This one as well. Very cool. This Susie one also is not half bad at all. I'm not too sure what Dom Rebel is, but I'm guessing this is some sort of license thing. It's pretty dope. Also this one, I really like this one. Wait, I thought this was Joey. This is Frank. What? Why does Frank stand like Joey? Look. What the heck is this? I think this is Legion's absolute best outfit. I mean, it's not Hunk. It's supposed to be Hunk himself, but this is just Frank in Hunk's outfit because he sounds the same as Frank. The thing that sells the skin for me is not just the menu animations, but the in-game animations. I don't know what it's about his walk, but I think it's really cool. One thing that is a bummer about this is that it's a Legion skin and it doesn't have a custom chase music. Why? It's such a missed opportunity. But Legion's chase is still really cool, so I'm not gonna complain. I think Legion easily goes into here. They have a lot of cool skins. Plague, I personally hate, very dislike playing against her. I really prefer playing against Legion or something. There's other skins, they're alright. I mean, most of her skins don't really do anything that crazy. Like, this is kind of cool. A lot of them kind of feel the same. Like the headpiece, the dress, well, obviously the weapon can be anything too different, but I think I just personally don't like Plague's look in general, or anything about her. I hate the Plague. I'm gonna put her like down here. I think Ghostface is amazing. You have this skin, you have the ice skin, you have the classic skin. I like the tilted blade, the demon horns. His anniversary look is also really cool. I should have unlocked it now. I have to wait a year to unlock this. For a licensed killer, this is a fine selection of skins. And it's not just the outfits. There's gamer girl Ghostface dudes. And there's also, of course, you put the classic outfit on and then this, and it's like, what's up? I think honestly Ghostface deserves to be up here. Demogorgon, on the other hand, not a lot to choose from. Demo has, this is kind of cool, but it's basically his stock skin with chains and some bruises here and there. Again, I think they kind of missed it with Nemo. I think they could have done some more cooler stuff. In my opinion, I think he could have had a bit more than just like simple model changes. Nemo's gonna go right here, and my Oni has some pretty dope skins. First of all, there's the Titan skin with the Ice Blade for some reason. I don't know anything about Attack on Titan, so I don't know why he has an Ice Blade. This Minotaur skin I think is Oni's best. I think it looks very badass. There's also his blighted one, which makes him look insane. Like the moving eye and everything. Yeah, Oni has some pretty cool skins. This one too, like the bug one. I think I'm gonna put Oni like up here, maybe a little bit above theirs. Deathslinger, now, I like Western. Some of these skins are really cool in my opinion, especially the ones with trench coat. Of course, the Iron Maiden skin, really cool. Really, really cool. Surprisingly, I thought his blighted skin would be lame, but I really like this. And not just because the hat is huge, like for other skins, like compared to this one, the hat is massive. And I really like that for some reason. He doesn't insert the bullet in a chamber in the gun. He inserts it into like this goop thing, and then it somehow fires out. I don't know how that works, but I think it's super cool. Deathslinger, I think, goes... I'm gonna put him just above Oni. Pyramid Head, I don't know, again, I don't know much about Silent Hill, but honestly, some of these, I think he has pretty cool skins. Even this Blighted one, where his head is a little bit like screwed up. This is, I think, is his newest one, where he's like all infested and stuff. I'm gonna put him, I think, right here. I think it's a fine ranking. Blight I don't play too much of, but he has some pretty dope skins. This Squidward. Now that I realize, Blight actually doesn't have that many skins, but he does have William Birkin. I think fits very well. I like it a lot. Now that I look again, like, he really does not have that many skins. I'm gonna put Blight, like, right here maybe. I don't care about the twins at all, and I think their skins are kind of meh. I'm sorry to all like the 3 twins players out there. French skin. Maybe that's why I don't like the twins, because they're French. Honestly, not a huge fan. Trickster, now, I'm not very much into K-pop. I think some of his skins are pretty cool, like the half zombie one, this one, which I mostly use if I'm ever playing him. Oh, this one's kind of cool. That's actually kind of dope. I like the fur on his jacket. This reskin is kind of cool. What? Why is this reskin so dope? There's also the Junji Ito skin for Trickster. I can't see the Junji Ito cosmetics, but I know for which killers they exist and what they look like roughly. The reason I can't look at them is because I guess Junji Ito has beef with certain countries. Literally, they're not in the store for me. They never released for me. Trickster honestly has not a bad variety of skins. I think I'm gonna put him up right above Oni here. Nemesis. I like both modern Nemesis and classic. And this blighted skin is pretty alright. For a very long time, this was like the only Nemesis skin, so I would have ranked him lower. With this skin coming out, I think it puts him at a bit of a higher ranking. I think I'm gonna put him just above Pick here. Pinhead unfortunately got ducked from the store because his license got removed. Thankfully I grabbed him, and I also grabbed this skin, which I think is his best one, just because I'm not a huge fan of the Chatterer. I use this more just because Chatterer gets rid of Pinhead's voice lines, which I like listening to when I'm playing as him. He doesn't have much, and so I think I'm gonna put him right at top of here. I actually like playing Pinhead, but he really has nothing in terms of skins. Artist now. Artist in the past few months has gotten 2 very cool skins. That is the Leshen, which is from The Witcher. I think this is very awesome. I really like this, especially because it's not just a black blob, it actually changes to green. Her newest outfit, Boule Artist. Despite me not knowing anything about Boule Brothers, but I think this really fits Artist, and I actually like this skin. I think it fits really well. I think these 3 really carry Artist here. Also, most of her skins aren't like half bad, they're pretty cool. I like the skins with wings on them. This one too, this one looks pretty cool with the gas mask and everything. I think as much as I don't play Artist that much, I think she deserves to be like way up here. Sadako doesn't have many skins. One cool thing about her prestige, which I am gonna count towards the ranking a bit, her prestige weapon actually changes a bit. It's not just a red this, there's actually a different effect. Her worst skin is this one, the blighted one. She looks mossy and blighted and it's kinda meh. This is her newest one, which is from DBD Mobile. A lot of people like this one. I personally don't. I'm actually not a huge fan of it. Rotten Remains. She's not only a ghost girl, she's a dead ghost girl, dude. Oh, she's gonna do the thing.
Victor!
But she still doesn't have that many skins. I think I'm gonna put her like right above Doctor here. The Dredge. Okay, now Dredge. Dredge has a lot of cool skins. Iron Maiden legendary skin, insane looking. There's the Junji Ito one, which I can't see. Even the recolors are pretty. What the heck? That barely changes anything. That barely changes anything. It changes nothing. It's just brighter. What is this recolor, dudes? There's the crab skin. There's the deer skin. There's the Maurice skin. Oh, there's Maurice. There's also this one. I would not have bought this Rift Pass if it wasn't for this skin. I even started playing Dredge just because of this skin. The Deep Rift variants are kinda meh. I just gonna use the default one. I don't know why they're doing the Fortnite thing where they're giving like characters different glowing variations. But yeah, Dredge is definitely up there.
7 minutes is all I could spare.
Has a decent variety. I personally really like the Blighted Wesker because it keeps his trench coat. His generic skin just looks like badass on its own. There's this one. I'm not too sure of which part this is from. The holsters are cool looking. This Star skin is also pretty though. Wesker, despite not having that many skins, I think he's still maybe top of A tier right here. Knight doesn't have that much of a variety of skins. This Jack-o'-lantern skin might be his best one in my opinion. I think all of his skins are pretty dope looking, like based on what you want. I was very happy to know that he got a D&D skin, looks pretty cool. And also the Witcher skin. The Witcher skin looks very badass. This skin is, for an Ascended, it's kinda meh. It's cool looking, but not for an Ascended skin. I don't know why it's an Ascended skin. Special visual effects. You mean the smoke coming out of him? I think Knight is maybe right here. Skull Merchant. Honestly, if you see Skull Merchant in your game, I don't think you have to worry that much. She is one of the if not the weakest killers in the game right now. Her skins though, this one's very cool honestly. I don't play Skull Merchant, but I think the ponytail and everything, I think it's pretty cool. She doesn't have that many bad skins. They're all like, pretty neat, you know, to each their own. Jesus Christ. What I like about Skull Merchant is some of her weapons have different cooldown animations, but in terms of her drip, nothing like too amazing. I might put her like... actually, I kinda like the weapons. I'm gonna put her right behind Trapper. The weapons I think are like the coolest part of her. Her weapons are okay, but they're not anything amazing.
Humans are so pathetic.
Recently, this skin came out. Even without the emojis, I think this is amazing skin. There's also the arcade machine, if you like bulky Singularity. There's Cold Snap, this like icy skin, and the counterpart. If you look at the ice skin, you know it looks pretty cool. You know, ice hugs. Why the hell are there still ice particles on what's supposed to be the hot skin? Why is there ice on the hot skin? It's supposed to be like overheated or something. Why is this here? Hux doesn't even have that many skins. I think I'm gonna put him right between here. Xeno very recently got this skin, and I was amazed when I saw it. This is an insane looking skin. There's also this one, which makes Predator canon in Dead by Daylight, because it got this from an alien net. I think this one came right before this deep sea one. It's a bit gross looking, not my favorite. Juggernaut, also really cool. There's also this Blighted Xenomorph. A lot of people say this is the best Blighted skin. I might have to agree. It's only for the skull. If it wasn't for the skull, I don't think this would have been that high. There's also the Xenomorph Queen. She's very tall. Not my favorite, however. And honestly, I'm gonna put Alien right behind the Dredge. Chucky doesn't have that many skins, and personally, I think I like this one the best. What's her face? Jennifer Tilly. I think she's annoying. I actually find her more annoying than Chucky. His bladed skin is kinda cool. What the hell is this knife supposed to be? I never understood what is this supposed to be. Is it like a cobweb? Is it paper? I don't know what they were thinking with this knife. And also, he's kind of ugly. Honestly, he needs more skins. They could do a lot of things with Chucky. The one-handed Chucky with the drill would be such a cool skin to have in the game. Onryō is a rather new killer. It doesn't have that many cosmetics. I think this is probably its best one, which is like a wolf one. Well, I like this one better than the freaking old lady one. This is a newer skin that came out, and I like the freaking stupid shovel. I think it also belongs here. They could do a lot of things with Unknown.
Your life slips away.
Vecna has 3 skins. I personally like this one a lot. This one is kind of cool, but I think that candle dagger is kind of stupid looking. This Masquerade one, they removed his nose for some reason. I think it's alright, but it's nothing crazy. Vecna, I think I'm gonna put like maybe right beneath Nemesis, honestly.
What is a man?
Dracula, now this, he also has one of the Deep Rift skins, which actually look better than the generic one. I really like the blue color of him in the true form. I think I'm gonna put him right down here, right beneath the plague, just because his true form skin is like the only cool one in my opinion. These two are barely different from his classic one. Houndmaster, the latest original killer, also the most buggiest next to the twins. So not a lot of skins, not even a very rare skin. Actually, wait, there's one for Bloodline. That's actually not bad looking. I kind of like it. She has a visceral skin, but in my genuine, honest opinion, it sucks. I think this is probably Houndmaster's best skin. I think it looks really cool. It's fancy. It has a weird like, and also her hair isn't like comically large. Also, for those who maybe followed Dead by Daylight leaks, this was the very first look of the Houndmaster we got. For the first and maybe the only pirate killer in the game, I think she very well fits. I like her. But she doesn't have anything that interesting. I'm willing to put her down here. For an original killers usually have a lot of skins. She basically has nothing. I was very surprised to see Kaneki in Dead by Daylight. Kaneki going in Dead by Daylight actually got me to watch Tokyo Ghoul. I watched the first 2 seasons, and the first 2 seasons are pretty good. The rest of it I really did not care the slightest about. He has this one where he gets tortured. I think it's pretty cool because of the handcuffs you can see in first person. I personally like this one the best, maybe, just because I really like the gear, the mask and everything. People pick this skin just because she's quieter than Kaneki, and I can understand that, but I honestly like Kaneki's sounds more than hers. I think Kaneki could also go right in between these two. Springtrap came out with a generous amount of skins, especially for a licensed killer. Toxic Springtrap, I can't remember if this is from somewhere. Clown Springtrap, I'm pretty sure is from Special Delivery. I really like it. Very goofy looking, especially with how fat the suit is. Yellow Rabbit, I think, is probably the most goofiest thing they could have added. Because you know how Springtrap jump scares when he grabs you? Mr. Matthew Lillard just kind of screams at you, and I think it's really funny. If it wasn't for the stupid screaming, I don't think anyone would use this skin. Glitch Trap was a surprise to me. Really cool. Not just because it's a different... It is currently 1:30 in the morning. That scared the shit out of me. I didn't know he does that. So anyway, Springtrap goes down. I'm gonna put him... maybe right here. This is probably the final list. So in the 2 months it took me for me to record this video, due to being a procrastinating bitch, a new killer released, the Krasue, or however you pronounce it. Which is honestly the most disgusting killer we've gotten so far, and she actually released with some cosmetics in the PTB. Nothing too crazy right now, but obviously she's gonna get more skins in the future. I'll be putting her in potential energy for that reason. However, this is still not the complete tier list. We still have one more killer to look at.
Hello friends, this is
The
us.
streamer is possibly the best looking killer in the game, with a variety of cosmetics such as Deep Rift streamer, political streamer, queen streamer, convincing clone streamer, disguised streamer, and many more countless ones. These cosmetics are extremely high quality and super iconic. I'm surprised they only cost the price of a very rare cosmetic. For this reason, I am putting the streamer into its own tier. And this is the official Dead by Daylight drip tier list. Thank you for sticking around and listening to me yap about this bullshit. And if you happen to enjoy it, leave a like, maybe even perchance subscribe. I will genuinely try to upload more to this channel because it occasionally collects dust, which is definitely not helping me grow in the slightest bit. Who am I kidding? I'll probably upload in a month anyway.